Hi there, everyone. Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins with another look at the long-range forecast for snowfall potential across Nebraska and the rainfall potential too, basically precipitation potential over the next 10 or 11 days. So this is the GFS. There's two of them that we're going to look at, GFS and the European one. Both of them go out the longest amount of time. So let's see what we have in store this time. In the near term, we do have a potential for a decent storm. Now this area over here would just be rain, and maybe south central and southeast Nebraska might see a little severe weather. This is one of those classic scenarios where there's severe storms on one side and a snowstorm on the other side. But what I'm seeing for potential for snow looks like it's going to be 1 to 2 inches for the most part, maybe 2 to 4 in the western panhandle. It's if things get really going, but this doesn't look like that vigorous of a storm for western Nebraska, but we could see some strong storms in south central and eastern Nebraska. So that's something we're keeping a close eye on. Moving forward, we have not a lot, unfortunately, going past November 6th, November 7th. We're into Monday now, so like a week away, and then here comes the next chance. This is over a week away, so hey, it's rain. We'll take what we can get, and that kind of goes through November 9th. And over here, this is probably not going to happen. I mean, it's flurries, sure, but this just doesn't. This would be like a wraparound thing, and it's such a dot that it's just that doesn't feel like the right kind of setup. So moving forward, maybe a rain chance over here, November 10th. And that's, now we're pushing almost 10 days out. So will that happen? I don't know. Probably not, but then up here there's another chance, excuse me, for some snowfall. You might see an inch or two over here. But when you're past 10 days out, it's a coin flip to see if we actually see anything. And then that's it for the GFS. That's through November 11th, so 10 days out. So moving forward to the European. This one has a couple of interesting points, which I'll show you here in a second. This is that near-term storm where you have the stronger storms over here and the snow potential over here. This one is a little bit higher, 1 to 2 inches there. But if this gets wrapped up just right and cold air comes in at the right time, I could see 2 to 4 inches, maybe a little bit more in some spots as we head through Thursday night into Friday morning. That's the end of this week into the beginning of the end of this week. So that's something we're keeping an eye on again. This area down here, south of Grand Island into southeast Nebraska, some of that could be on the strong to severe side. So something we're watching. Then as we head past that, this is what I was talking about. This is the interesting thing. The other model doesn't have this, and no other models have had this, but this is a snowfall potential very early. Oh, hey, let me get rid of that. There we go. This right here. Now, rain is in the forecast for the morning hours on Saturday. If temperatures drop enough to around the freezing mark, we could see some light snow. Is this going to be heavy snow? No. Is it going to be 1 to 2 inches? Probably not. Is it going to be a mix of rain and snow? Probably. So I don't think this is going to amount to much, if anything. The light rain, sure, maybe mixing with a few snowflakes, okay, maybe. But accumulating snow, unless this continues to show promise and other models come into agreement, but until then, this is just one of the outliers, probably just something we'll watch. Then as we head past the weekend, one little blip there, that was a little light rain, not much, a little light rain over here, kind of on the edges. There's a little light snow in northwestern panhandle, I mean barely. This is, now we're to November 10th, and now we're well over a week away, and by next Friday, so over 10 days. So that's it. Few chances for snow, not a whole lot to be too concerned about. It is still just the first part of November, and a lot of spots don't average that much snow this time of year. So we'll keep watching, and if we'll have some updates. If anything changes, we'll talk about them next time. See ya.